Okay, so Audrey Hepburn is one of my role models. She has been for a long time now, and she's proven to be both a beautiful person inside and out. And I believe others should know about all of her accomplishments, just not her movie accomplishments, because that's mainly what people view her by. And she was involved in a lot more than that, and so I'd like everybody to know all about her, not just the movie side of her. Simple elegance and grace is what everybody strives for, mainly girls strive for it, and I believe Audrey was like that type of person. She grew up, her mother was Ella von Henstra and her father was John Victor Hepburn Rustin. Her father left whenever she was 6 years old, completely abandoned her and her mom and her other siblings. And it just kind of, he just kind of left her, so she grew up without a father, basically her entire life. And yeah, so her mom was a big part of all of her life. Audrey Hepburn was in 27 different movies. Just some of them that are big names for everybody are Roman Holiday, My Fair Lady, Funny Face, Breakfast at Tiffany's, and Sabrina. She won many different awards. She won her Best Actress Academy Award. That was her first ever award that she actually won. She also won, Best Actress for the British Academy for Roman Holiday and Best Actress Academy Award for Roman Holiday as well. She also won the Best Actress for British Academy for Nun's Story, Best Actress British Academy for Charade, and she won a Tony for her role in Ondine, which was a play she starred in, and then she also was presented the Screen Actors Guild Award for Lifetime Achievement right before she died, and then she was also presented with the John Herschel Humanitarian Award, and that was presented to her right after she died, and I forget who accepted it for her, but I know she had just died, and so she could not accept the award herself. And this is just a clip of her speech where she won her Academy Award.
So much. I want to say thank you to everybody who in these past months and years have helped, guided, and given me so much. I'm truly, truly grateful. I'm terribly happy.
And she was just a very humble person that kind of led her. Many of her movies capitalized on her childlike qualities, and she was often paired with an older gentleman in many of her movies, just because it kind of gave Hepburn her charm. That's what many of her directors said about her. She was also very involved with UNICEF because growing up she was born during World War II, and so during one point in time her family were only eating like tulip buds at one point in time, and she became very, very, very thin, and that's she kind of kept that thinness the rest of her life, and so she focused on malnutrition and helping people who were less fortunate than her, and she going into her later years she said she wanted to be remembered not as she'd rather be remembered as a fairy godmother for UNICEF than for being an actress and being on stage and all of that. And these are just some of the pictures that she did. She was very, very involved. She was in the field working with the kids and the people more she wanted to be involved with them. She didn't just want to use the title for trips and whatever. She wanted it to be for the kids. She didn't want any of it for herself. So that's another reason I really respect her. She's one of my inspirations because of the fact that she doesn't care about, she never really had any experience with acting. She never went to a school for actors. She just kind of was pushed into it, and she wanted to be more involved with UNICEF than anything. And she said, this was one of my favorite quotes by her: "I've learned how to live, how to be in the world and not just of the world, not to just stand aside and watch." And that quote just really makes me reflect on life and how I kind of want to live. I'd rather be in the world and relating to the world than just stand aside and watch other people